How you doing? Neil Steele here for Neil Steele's Reviews. And today, look, I thought we'd have a look today at, I'm sure some of you have seen the press over the last 24 hours or so, where Skid Row, the US band, has been around since mid-80s, will be auditioning for a new singer. This will be singer number 7 for the band. Now, there's lots of people out there, including myself, that would love to see Sebastian Bach back in Skid Row, like a reunion tour, maybe an album if we're lucky, but at least a reunion tour. And lots of people would go and to see Seb back with Skid Row. Seb, of course, just toured Australia recently in November of 2025. Still cuts it live, still got a good voice. You know, he's a man in his 50s now, but he's still rocking out there, and he's got a hot shit band with him, and they play all the Skid Row songs, and they do them really well. And what's interesting is his band's only got one guitar player, which is quite unique, because Skid Row's a twin guitar band, or has been pretty much their whole career. Of course, we had John Solinger, who passed away a few years ago with liver failure, which is a shame. But look, I've seen Skid Row in '89 when the first album came out, the self-titled album, which, in my humble opinion, is still their best. Lots of people, of course, prefer Slave to the Grind because it's a bit heavier. And look, I love Slave to the Grind. It's an absolute ass kicker of an album. Really a great follow-up to their self-titled debut. But it's not as consistent song-wise as far as I'm concerned. There's a few, not throwaways, but Slave to the Grind hasn't quite got what the self-titled album had as far as song consistency. Look, I wasn't a fan of Subhuman Race, I'll be brutally honest. I thought it was a pile of shit to be to be brutal. I'm not going to bullshit. I didn't like it at all. I hated it, actually. It's definitely not in my collection. I got rid of it. I didn't like it. And look, John Solinger was there for 2 albums, which I really liked. Thick Skin from 2003. And 2006, they did Revolutions Per Minute. Both albums are great. There's heaps of songs on either album that could be on the first 2 albums with Seb, easily. The quality of songs is definitely there. And the 2 EPs they did, with Solinger as well. So, and he was there for twice as long as Sebastian. And I saw him live as well, and he was great. I thought he was a really good front man. He wasn't trying to be Sebastian Bach. He was doing his own thing, sang well, looked good. He was a great front man. I really enjoyed his era in the band. Of course, he was fired in 2015, and they got in ex-Dragon Force singer, ZB3 and he was there for 5 years, but did live shows, but they didn't do any recording with him. They were supposed to do an EP, but it never happened for whatever reasons. Of course, they got in Tony Harnett, I think it is, from TNT. And look, as soon as it was announced, I thought, this guy won't last a year. And he didn't. He lasted 8 months, and that was it. So there's obviously issues within the band if singers are leaving, and of course we had Eric Gromwell, who did the band's most recent album, The Gang's All Here, back in 2022, I think it was released. Absolute cracker album, really good. Eric did a great job singing, no two ways about it. The songs are really good. And he had to leave because he's got leukemia. And we had to look after that more so than touring. So Skid Row are looking for a new singer. If you think you're good enough, you can send a video to a US company called, I think it's Sweetwater, and see how you go. Personally speaking, none of us know why Sebastian won't be invited back in the band. I mean, Skid Row have been offered big money over the years to get back together with Seb and go out. I mean, Guns N' Roses hit him up about going out on tour with them, and they knocked it back. And they were offered big money. So they would have been playing stadiums again instead of playing outhouses, in small venues. So it's be interesting to see what happens. I think the fan base would love to see him back. It's probably not going to happen, which is a real shame. I mean, there's been bands that have had issues with people within the band and left bands. Motley Crue's a prime example. I mean, Vince and Tommy hated each other because they both banged the same Sheila at different times, obviously, but they got it back together. So, look, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Whoever gets the job, it's probably an inevitable job to a lot of people. They'd look and go, I don't know, because there just seems to be some issues there. I mean, the fact they've had 6 singers in 40 years, and there's obviously issues within the band. Anyway, best of luck to them. If they can get someone and he delivers and they're happy and whatever, power to them. Anyway, just thought I'd put my 20 cents worth in. Cheers. Catch you next time.